What's going on, guys? We are back with another video. Like you guys saw on the title and the thumbnail, today we're going to be running a high pull with my 2012 Dodge Ram. But first I want to show y'all the setup that I told my neighbor to do for me to be able to have the high pull on my truck mounted. We came up with this idea of making a plate, welded this tube on there, and another plate to kind of hold it, sandwich it right there where the towing hooks or pulling hooks are on my truck. And I think it was a great idea. Worked out pretty well. There's a little spacer here that I have to use because a while back I got stuck pretty bad in a swamp, so my truck was deep in there. I couldn't really get it out, and we kept on pulling it with a chain on both sides. It got a little bit messed up. They got bent upwards a little bit, not a whole lot, but that's the reason why I gotta use this spacer right here. But let me show you how it works. So here's the top plate, obviously the tube with the bottom plate. We got these bolts welded down there, so all I gotta do is pretty much put it in here like that. Then I got this plate that will go on top to hold it like a sandwich, and then I just put my washers, then my nuts. Now this spacer, I'm just gonna set it right here on the bottom and then tighten it up. There you have it. The bracket is mounted on the truck, and as y'all can see, it sits pretty straight. It's pretty good on there. So very simple, quick idea I had. I told the neighbor across the street, hey, can you make something like that for me, because I need to put a high pull on my truck. He came through, did it in a day or two, and we're gonna be ready to test it out today. Like always, you guys know I like to rock my own gear, so today I'm rocking the gray with black T800 Richardson hat. I really like this hat because it just goes with literally anything you wear. And the Unit 95 t-shirt. All you have to do is go to the description below, click the link Shop GR Trucking, and there's a big selection of stickers, hats, shirts. Once I get to the nearby pickup location, I'm gonna set my height pole at 16.9. The load on top of the low boy should be at 16.5, so I'm gonna add 4 inches to the height pole just to make sure everything is good. We can clear everything, you know, without a problem. And I need to make sure from the pickup location to the starting point of the permit route is good. So I already know the route. I bidded the route. I'm still gonna run the route with the high pole, make sure that route is good too. And the other important part is gonna be running from the ending permit route to the drop-off location, because that's gonna be a couple of miles. And the streets we're gonna go through, they have a lot of power lines and telephone lines. So I wanna make sure that if I gotta add a PVC on top of the load, just so the telephone lines can just go over it, I'll make sure I got that done to the load. But I'm on the street that we're gonna be coming out of, and so far it looks pretty good. All these power lines look pretty high, being honest with you guys, so I don't think we'll have any problems leaving from the pickup location. I just got here, so we should be leaving with the load from that gate there. Head on to that main road, make a left. So let's take out this height pole and set it up. I'm gonna need my measuring tape too. Had been a minute since I washed the Dodge, which looks pretty clean. And let me know what you guys think about those strobe lights I put on the bumper. All right, so I got everything here. As you can see, the height pole is in sections, smallest to biggest, and this is fiberglass right here. Before I set up the pole though, I need to give a big shout out to my friend David Garcia for selling me this setup right here. So thank you very much for that, brother. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But there it is. Before I do anything with the height pole, I need to come over here to the front of the truck and measure how much I'm gonna have from the ground to this bracket that's gonna hold the height pole. So as y'all can see, it's sitting at 2 feet 4 inches. Now if I have 2 feet and 4 inches on the front, that means I have to set the height pole at 14 feet 5 inches to get a total of 16.9, and that's what we're gonna do right now. All right guys, so this is the rattler. The rattler is gonna go at the very top, which is here. I'm gonna open this tab, set the rattler in there, close it, and that's it. The rattler ain't going nowhere. So this one's called the rattler because if you hit a bridge or anything, it's flexible. It's not gonna damage the pole itself. So I learned that from my buddy David, the one that sent me this height pole. So I called him and said, hey, how do I work it? What all does it do? This and that. So he started telling me the names and how to set up the pole, because as you can see, it has a lot of stuff, but it's pretty simple. So now if I open this tab, which is the next section, I'm able to pull it out. So obviously, being the next section, I'm not gonna go all the way up, but there's some red tabs here, some red marks. I'm not sure if he made those or if these were already on the height pole itself, but I'm gonna set it where those red tabs are. Close it right there. And to make sure it doesn't move, there's this this little ring, lock ring, I could just screw on, and that'll prevent it from moving during transit. So I'm gonna put it kind of tight. That's it. Now what I'm gonna do is open the next section. This tab right here, but before I open it too much, I'm gonna go ahead and measure it right now, because I think I'm already getting to that 14.5 mark. I have my measuring tape here, and I'm gonna measure 14 feet 5 inches. (13 feet 8 inches). So I have to go about 9 inches more. So I'm gonna leave this here. right there is perfect. Let me show y'all. 14 feet 5 inches and a quarter. So I'm gonna leave it right there. That should be good. I'm gonna lock this one right here in place, just to make sure that there won't be any changes in the height during transit. Check this out. I put some black tape right here on the bottom and towards the top, so when I set it on the bracket I made, since it's fiberglass, and if there's a little bit of play of movement, it does not mess up the fiberglass on the pole itself. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and set it up on the truck now. There's a high pole already set on the truck. Looks pretty good. It's not that bad actually, but as y'all can see, it wouldn't clear that power line at all, especially this one here. That one's super low, but we're gonna be heading out of there. Won't have to mess with that power line, but there's 2-3 more over there. But there it is. How does that look? Looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn the truck on, turn on my strobe lights, hazard lights, and let's run this route, see how it goes. Turn on my hazard lights and my strobe lights. This is the switch for my strobe lights. Like I had shown you guys on a previous video, I added new strobe lights to the toolbox. So I got 4, 1 on each side, 2 on the back, and then I added 2 more to the rear bumper. These are truck's accessories. Very good strobe lights. I really like the way they are. They're pretty bright. They have lots of different patterns, but that's the pattern I like. Ready to take off. I set a GoPro on the roof of my truck up here, and I can see it here from my phone, as y'all can see. So it's pretty cool because I can also take a look at it from in here and make sure that it touches or not. Like this power line here where I was parked, as you can see, it touched it. So it was very helpful. Also having the GoPro, let me show y'all. GoPro is right here, and the height pole is right there. Barely touched it, maybe an inch or 2. But let's go ahead and start this route. Let's see how it goes. Made it to the main road with enough clearance coming out of the pickup location. hit Interstate 10. Not sure if y'all can tell from here, but that's I-10 over there. Gonna make a right on I-10 and then get on I-10, get off on the next exit, and then take the Beltway frontage road all the way to 90. Headed north on Beltway frontage road. So far so good. I am actually going right underneath the intersection lights with the high pole, so I can make sure that the load will not be hitting those. And so far so good. It's very close to it though. So this is not the route the permit gave me, but I just wanted to check the bridge, and I think I can still clear it. I might just be able to back the truck down, back the trailer. If I do that, it can save me a couple miles going down 90 and then making a U-turn. The clearance on that bridge is 16 feet 7 inches. High pole is set at 16.9, and I still made it, barely made it. But that means that if my load is lower than 16.9, I'm gonna be good. Remember that I told y'all I am expecting to be 16.5. So if I'm 16.5, I'm good, I can make it. Because at 16.9, the high pole didn't touch the bridge. So by me going that route, it's gonna save me a lot of time, and I'm gonna be able to unload quicker. This is the road the permit route wants us to come and make a U-turn at. Lindstrom Road. And it seems to be a pretty good turn. There's no bridge or anything like that. Also, another thing, the company is providing 2 police escorts, so that's gonna work out perfectly. We're gonna be able to stop the traffic and go all the way to the delivery spot without having to make any stops or stop at red lights. all of the intersections on the frontage road of the Bow 8, they are pretty good. Nothing's low, everything's pretty high. And right here is where my permit route ends. Fairbanks and Bow 8, which is this intersection. So from here on, I gotta make sure I check everything, and that way we don't take anything with the load, no power lines or nothing like that, because we're getting outside of the state maintained roads, which is why the permit route ends here. A very low power line right there. Not sure if y'all can see it. Finished the route. I'm going back to a truck stop that's around the corner to take off the high pole, but everything should be good. Like I said, the high pole was set at 16.9 and the load shouldn't be higher than that. I didn't hit or touch anything. Lots of close calls, very close to some power lines, but we should be good. Like I said, I'm gonna be lower than that. And this load here, I was supposed to do it with my truck. I was told it was gonna be 20 foot long. Well, now it ended up being 24. The bed of my low boy is only 22, so I can't fit it on the deck of my low boy. So I'm gonna have probably my uncle run it for me. Time to put the high pole away. Everything turned out pretty well. Do any of you guys run a high pole? Let me know in the comment section below if you guys do. This is pretty much my first time doing a load like this, a over height load. So what's the highest you guys have gone? I know that normally you have to be 17 feet to run a high pole. Anything below that, you really don't need it. But like I said, it's my first time hauling something kind of tall, so I want to make sure that it goes well, so it can look good to the company I'm hauling for. That way they can trust me with future loads, more loads that they give me. But normally for you guys that run high poles or do oversize, what's the highest you've been? And normally at what height do you like to run a high pole? But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for joining me on another video, coming with me on this check route. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget, Shop GR Trucking. The link will be in the description below.